I welcome you to this React CRUD app project part 2. And yesterday the code was up to only the homepage we created. And today's session we are going for the next step. So we'll study today installing and configuring the Bootstrap and jQuery library. So now in this command prompt, I'm going to install Bootstrap. To install Bootstrap, I type npm install Bootstrap. So this command installs Bootstrap, and using this command means similar command you can install jQuery also. Okay, so this is now started installation, and after this in the public HTML file index.html, I'm going to add the Bootstrap link. Instead, you directly in the app.js also or the index.js also, you can import the Bootstrap. And to import, you can simply write import dot slash node modules slash bootstrap slash dist slash css slash bootstrap dot mean dot css. This way you can access css of bootstrap. As well, you can import javascript. So if you want to add javascript, that also you can import here from the node modules bootstrap library. Then from the dist, from the js, you can access bootstrap.bundle.js. So there is a font library too. To use font library, copy the CDN of the font awesome for icons to use the icons. So if you search here font awesome CDN, then the only first link open and get the CDN. Then you can, this is Bootstrap Font Awesome library. If you want the Google Font Awesome library, then you can copy the path and that you can paste in your project. So this is the library. CDN dot something is the library. So there are many icons available. This is for the Bootstrap. So let's go for the Google one. Mostly I use the Google icons. So I'll go for this first link, cdnjs.com. And from there, I get a copy of the font awesome CDN and I keep this inside. This is, you can see, cloudflare.com font awesome. Like this, here also some more links. Okay, so get this first link, all.mean.css, copy URL, and in the project, go for index.html, and here I paste this link after this meta tag or before this meta tag. Somewhere you can paste the link, and remember to use the link tag. Okay, remember to use the link tag. In that link, you can paste this CDN. So I added font awesome. One more thing, I added the bootstrap also. So the installation almost successful. It's done. And here in the index.js, I import bootstrap. So when you download bootstrap in the node modules, you can search the file bootstrap. So it is here. In the Bootstrap, I will find the dist. In the dist, the file is CSS. In the CSS, bootstrap.mean.css file. Bootstrap.mean.css file. Okay, so this file I include in my React project. Second is a node modules bootstrap dist, and there is a JS folder. See this, and there is a bootstrap.bundle.js file that also I import on my React project. So then the next part after this, install jQuery. So how to install Bootstrap I already told you. Now you install jQuery. Write npm install jQuery. So this starts downloading jQuery. Even if you want the jQuery CDN, you can copy and paste in the index.html. Here I am installing jQuery. So in Bootstrap, already Bootstrap uses some libraries of JavaScript. So if you want to use jQuery, then remember to import jQuery before the Bootstrap package. Okay. So this is how you can install jQuery and Bootstrap. Same steps. Okay. But for your reference, I keep this one screenshot here. So after installing the Bootstrap and jQuery, you can see the jQuery also installed in the node modules. If you scroll down, you will find in the jQuery, dist is the folder and jQuery.mean.js. So before Bootstrap, I first import jQuery. Import node modules, jQuery, dist, jQuery dot mean dot js. Okay, so I added jQuery and Bootstrap library in my project. So still no problem. My app is running. So now I am able to use this Bootstrap and jQuery. The next part is now you can see the step 3 is completed. Discussion on forms and form validation. So to design any form in React.js, I use the Bootstrap. Otherwise, I can use the React material. We have a choice. We'll go for Bootstrap. So this is the header part. And to design this header part, I prefer to use the Bootstrap grid system. So in this app.js, I can design the Bootstrap grid. So here I can show the title. So instead of welcome, I create a div tag, and in that div tag, I create let's say the grid using Bootstrap row div class with row. Now in React we know how to write class name. This is row class, and in that I create one more div tag with class called column. So let's create a class name is equal to call md dash. I take some space. Let's take only call. Like similarly, I create a one more column, and this is the third one column. Okay. So the last one only I write call dash something called only two. Okay. Now here I write h1 tag. So this h1 tag I write CRUD application. CRUD application. See this title. The title is CRUD app. If you want white color and the background color, if you want to change, here you can type some colors. BG dash that color you take as a, if you want that dark blue color, so you can consider the primary. So the background color, it will show primary. Check this, it's a blue color. Now then the white color text. So for that, this h1 I write class name is equal to text dash white class. So it will show you the text color as a white. If you want some padding, here you add some padding styles. Like if I type padding dash from start, I add 3 as a padding. So there is some padding. Now here I want to show these menus, login or sign up. So for that I use here anchor tag. So this I type login, and by default href is login. So when click user login, it will navigate to login. Again, with vertical pipeline, I here type one more anchor tag with href is equal to sign up, and here I type sign up. Okay, sign up like this. So for login also we can add some options. So this is sign up, this is login. The text color is actually blue, that's why it not looks good. So for anchor tag also I add class. So here if you type text dash white, so no, it's not working. But if you go for bootstrap, you can keep the text decoration part. So if you search bootstrap, then go for the home page, and there you search for the text decoration. Text decoration. Okay, so there you will find some anchor tag related classes. Even you can search hyperlink. So for hyperlink also there are some classes. So link is I think it's a class name. If you type here the class name as a link, not for the div tag, it must be for the anchor tag. So let me go for, instead of typing this here, even here also I keep text dash white, but the class I type specially for anchor tag. Class name is equal to text white class, text white class, and link class. So when you type the link class, it will not show the underline. So here also we type the class name, and now we will see the output. Yes, it is now showing me login and sign up. So clicking now it not works anything. It not doing anything. You can add some padding style. So for padding, you can type here a padding. Let's keep this inside one more div tag, and for this div tag, I type class. Class name is equal to padding from top side as 4. So some padding I added. I think 2 is enough. Now we'll check. Okay, so we'll make 3. Is it 3 is okay? Yes. So this way you can add some styles. Okay. Now the next is this one more grid is empty. Why it is empty? Because these two items I want to see at the end. So many ways you can keep them at the end, like using the float end as a one class. So using that also you can keep some space, or this you can manage. So clicking login, clicking sign up, you can handle the event. Now the next part is what? I want to show the login and sign up page. So as I already discussed you, I want to show this message. Welcome to my project designed by something. This one I also want to show. So this page as by default I want to show. So to do this, what I will do, this part is now common. Okay. Now I create inside SRC, I create a folder called components. Folder called components. Some screenshots I keep for you. So here is a one code. So this is app.js. Okay. And app.js you design as the first step for you. So you are adding the bootstrap grids. So I copy this. So this is my next step. I created app.js. Then what is next? The next part is I'm going to create a components one folder. There I create a one more folder called login, and inside login I add a one file called login page.js. And remember, the component file name you can write small case, capital case, but the component must be in capital case. Okay, let me rename this. It is just a login.js. But now here I'm going to write a code. It is if you just type like RFC, then it creates a function, reactive component, functional component. Now here you can name your component. It is login page as my component name. And in this, it also give you the div tag. So this div tag, you can write your own code. Okay. So this is one component, login as a one component. Now in components, I create a one more another component. It is my home component. And in that I add a file called home.js. And in home.js, I here add a component called home page. Okay. So on home page, I want to show some details. So what I want to show is this div, I add a class called mx-auto. So this will show everything in the center of the page. So the first one I want to show welcome to what? My project. Welcome to my project. What is second line? Designed. So I type a p tag designed by Sonic. I here also type a class. So class name is equal to text dash primary. Okay. I think to show the text bold in Bootstrap, we type font weight, font dash bold. These are some more classes. Now after this, there is a button. So let's create a input type is equal to button, and you type class name is equal to btn dash outline dash primary, and you can add some margin also from all sides. Okay, so this is button. Now this component I want to show on page. So now this is my home page, and to show this home page in the app, I first type here, this is the section. So this section is actually anyhow I want to show to user. Okay, so after completing this part, here I want to load the homepage component, this homepage component. So you can import from so be remember you export or not. Yes, export is done, but manually instead of export, I recommend you to write a function like const homepage is equal to arrow function like this, and then you write export default export homepage, default export, only write export homepage. Okay, is it export default? Yes, export default homepage. So write the arrow function. So prepare the component called home. Okay, prepare the component called home, and then the next part is you write down this code in the homepage.js. Okay, in the homepage.js, write this code. So once you're ready with this code, the next part is go for app.js, and in app.js, you here add homepage from components home home like this. So you access home page and print on a page, and you can see one error is home page is not exist. Save this page, refresh, still. So home page must return. Yes, it returns me the. Okay, so okay, so the default export. That's why I removed the curly brackets. So the app is working, but the button text is missing. So I first open the home page, and there in the button I type value property. So value is equal to contact me. Okay, contact me. So this is the button, contact me. But this everything I want in the center of the page. So to do this, I type uh, class name. Text dash center. Yes, it's now in center. This I must write one more class for button. It is call md dash to contact me. Okay. So even this I want in the center. That's why I create another div with class name is equal to row space one more class row, and then I type mx dash auto. Now don't write call md2, but it's taking the whole width. We can write here one property that is width colon, let's say 100 wh or pixels. Okay. Actually, the MX Auto arrange the content in the center. Maybe the class mismatch. Yes, now it's in center. The width, let's say 140 pixels. Yeah, that is more correct. So if you want some margin, you can add. So for this class, I add some margin. Margin top dash 5. Yes. So you can see with Bootstrap, I'm ready. Okay. With Bootstrap, I'm ready. Now the next step is I want to load the login page. So yesterday I installed React Router DOM. So clicking the login, I want to show here the login page. So to do this, now in the app.js, you first import from React Router DOM. So what things you import? You first import here route, next import link, next import switch. So now I'm going to type here routing part. So let's write here route Okay, so this route ends here. After this, in that route, you add switch, and in this switch, I add this component called home page. This component called home page. So I introduce you about this switch and link once again. Switch and route, they used to make routing in React.js. So switch help you to change the page, and the route is to make routing for the components. So routing is done in React using the React Router DOM. The React Router is a library that allow you to handle routes in a web page. So using the dynamic routing takes place as the app is rendering on your machine. So unlike the old routing architecture where the routing is handled in a configuration outside the running application, the React Router implements a component-based approach to routing. So it provides the different routing component according to the need. And to do this, we here take the switch. So inside the switch, you type, actually it must be a router, not a route. You also take router, then route. So now in this switch, what I write is, I write this called route, and here I type path. So the path, if it is login, then what? If it is login, then I want to open which component? The component I specify here. So for login, I open login component. Okay. The path, if it is login, I open login component. Similarly, if the route path is /home, then I open component called home component. Okay. Even if it is blank, means if I not specify anything, then also I want to open the same component. Okay. In the route, you can write one more thing. You can redirect to /home. Means, let's say it is a home. Okay. But user maybe type the route as empty path. So if it is empty path, then what you can do is you here write the path, if it is empty, just complete the route. Just complete the route typing /route, and in this you can type one more called redirect. So in that redirect, you can type to where? Redirect to /home. Okay, you can redirect to /home like this. So this redirect also you must import from the React Router DOM. Okay, and remember the route which is root, always write at the last. The route which is root, always write at the last. Okay, so what it is saying, router is imported. Actually, it is what? Browser router as router, like this. Browser router as router. Okay, so some errors for the switch and this router too. Somewhere the div is not closing properly, maybe. Okay, I first complete the routing part. So the /home is also ready. /login is ready. Similarly, I create route for sign up. So here I write, if it is /sign up, then go for which component? Sign up component. There is no home. There is a home page component, right? Home page. So now create the sign up and login. So login, there is a login page. So you write it is login page. But remember to import these all the components. Login page from components. Login. Similarly, I create a one more component called sign up. There I create a file called sign up.js, and here I create a component called sign up page. I here change the sign up to uh, arrow function like this. Okay, so this sign up, I first export here, export the default sign up. Now this sign up right now it is empty, but we'll import it. First here I write const login page is equal to, this is arrow function, export default login page. They both are empty. Later we'll change it. Okay, so here now I import sign up page from components sign up. Okay, so everything I see is correct. Here only the switch is making a problem. So let me check what's going wrong. What it is saying? A switch, import switch. Okay, the import is missing. It is saying import is missing, but switch is there. So this div tag ends here. This div tag ends at the last. Okay, so this div tag ends or not. Okay, this actually route is not ended. That's why it is showing you a problem. So complete the route like this. Okay, so no need to complete the route here. You can simply complete the route on the same line. Only for the redirection purpose, you are adding this route. So this is how you can make a routing in React. So hope it will work now. In the app, sign up is not defined. So sign up page, it is not sign up, it is sign up page. Yes. So when I click login, it's not showing me the default one page. Why? Because when there is any default page, then there you can write a keyword called exact. So what we'll do for each route, I write exact keyword. So it will exact match the URL path. Otherwise, it will not proceed ahead. Okay, like this. Now we will see the results. Now it is sign up, login. If it is home, then home is coming, but clicking login actually working, but there is no design on the login page. Okay, so one thing we'll do, in the login page we just type uh, let's say div with class name is equal to card class, and in that card class we create a one more div with class name is equal to card header, and in the card header I type h1 CRUD app, this title, CRUD app as a title. Okay, now we see the login page. So if I click login, it is showing me the CRUD app, correct? See the design. This is CRUD app. I want it in a center. So I can type some classes like class is equal to text dash center. As well, you can add one more part. So you can type style is equal to width. The width I keep only something 500 pixels. Okay, and the card I want in the middle of the page. So to do this class I type row class. Okay, and there I create one more div tag with class name called call dash md dash 12. I complete this div tag here, and now I type here mx dash auto. So we'll check it. Okay, so the CRUD app is ready. Okay, the CRUD app is ready. But still this card is not in the center. So for this card, I add one more class called margin from all side 2 points. So there is some margin. We'll proceed ahead with some changes, with some effects. So the background I want plain. So bg dash white is a background. Okay, so I hope white is a background. Okay, so there is a white color, but the card is not in white color. So to do this, we type here only the card white color. So I type bg dash white, and after the h1 tag, so here is the one change. So I create total 4 span tags. Span tag 1. So this CRUD is a text, but we type C, then here I type R, then here I type U, and then here I type D. Now you can choose the color. So which color you want? So I go for style. Okay. So the style I type color colon red. Simply I copy paste the same style for remaining all the span tags. Let me check with colors. Red, blue, green, and orange. Red, dark blue, green, and orange. Okay, see this CRUD application. So I want some space. For space, you can type a single space. Single space is valid, yes or no? But we are using the span tag. So I first write here what, and first sign NBSP semicolon. So this is called single space. Okay, so this is CRUD application. Now it is matching my paint diagram. Now the next part is uh, this username, password, and login button. So for that, this is the just title card header. Simply create a one more div with class name called card dash body class, and then to the next line you can ask user about some details. So first I create a label. Okay, label, and this label I type username or email like this. username or email, and here I take span tag once again to show star. The color only I want to change, so style is equal to, I type color colon red. Okay, then I create input type is equal to text. Then you type class name is equal to form dash control class, and from horizontal you keep some spacing. Value is equal to login. So here is a login button. Okay, I'm going to show you the remaining thing to the next part. So up to this, I hope you understood. Everything is ready. And tomorrow session we'll see more about uh, this login form. Okay, right now here I'm going to stop the session. Thanks.